boys and girls. It's Mrs. Peduzzi back. After I read the book, I came up with a few activities that I thought might be fun for you to do. So if you look on the screen right here, it says watch the video for directions to the activities. Well, this is the video, so you can't watch it right now, but I'm making it. When I'm done, I'm going to put it right in that spot, and you can click on it, and you'll be watching me getting the directions to the activities. So if you click on the next one, there's a one up here. I'm going to go down with my arrow and click on the number 2. And it's an activity, a sorting activity about the animals we read. Which animals will you see during the day? And which animals will you see at night? So you can see I'm moving with my mouse, or you might have a touch screen. If you have a touch screen, you can touch your screen and move it. It looks like a plus sign or an arrow. So I'm going to just pick a few of the pictures from the bottom and show you how you can do this. So when I go down, I see an owl sitting right here at the bottom. And I know that the owl is out at night. So I'm going to click on that owl. And then it has an arrow. And the arrow means I can move the owl into the nighttime column. So now I've put the owl in the nighttime column. So let's do one or two more. The next one here in this row is a cardinal. Well, a cardinal is a bird, and I know that from what we read in our book, Daylight, Starlight, Wildlife, that the cardinal is out during the day. Plus, I've seen cardinals during the day. So I'm going to move the cardinal over here and put it in the day column. So the next one, and this is the last one we're going to do together because I want you to do some by yourself, is a deer mouse. So a deer mouse, I'm not going to put it in the right column. I'm just going to show you how to move it. When I move it, will I put it in the day column or will I put it in the night column? So you're going to have to decide which column you can put it in, daytime or nighttime. And the best thing is that the video of the story is a recording. So if you don't remember, you can go back and listen to the book again and see where does the deer mouse belong. And so let me just tell you what animals we have here. So we have our cardinal and our owl. We have the deer mouse, the gray squirrel, the Luna moth, the possum, a raccoon, the red fox, the red-tailed hawk, the swallowtail butterfly, the toad, turkey, woodchucks, skunk, white-tailed deer, and a chipmunk. So those are animals that we read about in our story, and they're here for you to sort, to put into each column. And the best thing is when you're done, you can move them back. And if you want, you can do this more than once. You don't have to. It's just something fun to do. So then one more, if you look, I have my first one, my first page where my video is going to be. My next page, where is our sorting activity, and then there's a last page. And this page says, follow this link to a Google form. And I don't know if you've seen those before, but I'm going to show you what it is right now. So it says, click on the circle next to the picture that answers the question. Wait a minute. I don't see any circles. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to go right here. Here's my plus sign again. It says, click here. Oh, I didn't go anywhere. See this little earth? See these words next to it? I'm going to click on those. And it brings me to a Google form. So it's a form that asks me a question. And we know what the question is because for the daytime questions, I put a sun. So it says, which animal will you see during the day? And for the night questions, I put a picture of night, just like I did in our sorting activity. So let's answer the first two together so you know how to do it, and then you can do the rest by yourself or with your family, okay? So it says, we read the book together, Daylight, Starlight, Wildlife by Wendell Miner. Do you remember which of the animals you will see during the day and which you will see at night? Let's have some fun and choose the animal that answers the question. What happens if you don't remember? No big deal. You can go back and watch the video of the read aloud again. Have fun! And it's signed Mrs. Peduzzi. So number 1, which animal will you see during the day? A red-tailed hawk or a skunk? I'm going to give you a minute to think about that. Which one do you think you'll see during the day? And I'm going to have to change my directions because the pictures are not next to it. They're underneath, aren't they? So here's the dot for the red-tailed hawk. Here's the dot for the skunk. I know that we're going to see the red-tailed hawk during the day. See how my arrow's right there on the circle? I'm going to click that, and I answered that question. Well, you know what happens? I made the form, so you can't see me answering the question. Let's go to preview here. You won't have to do this, but I have to do this so we can do it together. Okay, so red-tailed hawk or skunk. The dots are actually under the question. And red-tailed hawk is what we're going to see during the day, so that's the one I'm going to click. And when I click on it, see how it's purple? And it makes a nice purple box around the hawk? Let's do one more together. Which animal will you see at night? Well, here's a woodchuck, and here's a deer mouse. I wonder which one of those we'll see at night. Let me give you a few minutes to just think about that. Probably more a few seconds, but just think. In our book, Daylight, Starlight, Wildlife by Wendell Miner, which one do we see at night? Do you remember the story I told you? How when I used to drive home with my daughter at night, that we would see mice running across the road? So that's the one you see at night. So I'm going to take it. Oh, no, there's a hand. Click on it. And there's that purple dot again. And there's a square around the mouse. So you're going to keep doing that for all these questions. The ones that have the sun, the question is, which animal will you see during the day? And the ones that have the scene of nighttime with the moon and it's dark out is, which animal we see at night. And there's just a bunch of questions. And when you're all done, there's this purple, see this dark purple button at the bottom? That says submit. If you want to, you can hit submit. You don't have to. And I'll see your answers. Okay? And so if I went and looked at it, I would see that I answered the question. So when you're done, you can click on the X, click on this X, and I'm going to put right here, click on the circle under the picture, because remember we saw it under the picture. So click on the circle under the picture that answers the question. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that arrow and I'm going to make a copy of it. I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to paste it and put it right here so that you know that's where you're going to click to get to our Google form. There we go. I think for me, having something that's bright helps me see where I'm going. So there you go. The video will be here. It'll be giving you the directions. Here's your sorting activity. This will bring it to the Google form. And I hope you had fun. I had fun reading with you, and I had fun coming up with these for you. Have a great day, boys and girls. Bye.